Hey, not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not
Thank
guilty.
you.
Okay.
Each of you in your own way, to please pray for me.
Last year, I asked you to pray for me, and it's very obvious that you did, because I came through a very difficult period. Unfortunately, I've had a setback. I'm back in the hospital now, and I'm coming to you again, asking you to remember me in your prayers once more.
Judge Frank Caprio, the beloved Providence Municipal Court Chief Judge and star of Caught in Providence, passed away at 88 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. Known worldwide as America's nicest judge, Caprio leaves behind his wife Joyce, 5 children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. His son confirmed his death on Wednesday. Frank Caprio, whose rulings made him a viral global figure, died on Wednesday at the age of 88 following a battle with pancreatic cancer. His death was confirmed by his son, Frank T. Caprio, who said the family was by his side when he passed at 2:15 p.m. Caprio is survived by his wife of more than 60 years, Joyce, along with their 5 children, 7 grandchildren, and 2 great-grandchildren. His family released a statement describing him as a devoted husband, father, grandfather, and great-grandfather, whose warmth and kindness defined his life. Last week, Caprio posted a short video on Facebook about how he had a setback, was back in the hospital, and was asking that people remember me in your prayers. Caprio's show was filmed in his courtroom and featured his folksy humor and compassion. Clips from the show have had more than 1 billion views on social media. During his time on the bench, Caprio developed a persona at odds with many TV judges, more sympathetic and less confrontational and judgmental. In his bite-sized segments on YouTube, Caprio is often seen empathizing with those in his courtroom. Many of the infractions are also relatively minor, from failing to use a turn signal to a citation for a loud party. Caprio also used his fame to address issues like unequal access to the judicial system. The phrase, "with liberty and justice for all," represents the idea that justice should be accessible to everyone. However, it is not, Caprio said in one video. Almost 90% of low-income Americans are forced to battle civil issues like healthcare, unjust evictions, veterans' benefits, and, yes, even traffic violations alone. Caprio's upbeat take on the job of a judge drew him millions of views. His most popular videos have been those where he calls children to the bench to help pass judgment on their parents. One shows him listening sympathetically to a woman whose son was killed and then dismissing her tickets and fines of $400. In another clip, after dismissing a red light violation for a bartender who was making $3.84 per hour, Caprio urged those watching the video not to duck out on their bills. "If anyone's watching, I want them to know you better not eat and run because you're going to get caught, and the poor people who are working hard all day for $3 an hour are going to have to pay your bill," he said. State and local politicians mourned his passing and celebrated his life. Judge Caprio not only served the public well, but he connected with them in a meaningful way, and people could not help but respond to his warmth and compassion, Rhode Island Governor Dan McKee said in a statement. He was more than a jurist. He was a symbol of empathy on the bench, showing us what is possible when justice is tempered with humanity. Robert Leonard, who co-owned a restaurant with Caprio, said he was going to be sorely missed and was all around wonderful. "There is nothing he wouldn't do for you if he could do it," Leonard said. Caprio retired from Providence Municipal Court in 2023 after nearly 4 decades on the bench. According to his biography, Caprio came from humble beginnings, the second of 3 boys growing up in the Federal Hill neighborhood of Providence, Rhode Island. Rest in peace, Caprio.